we can get. And this is actually, this late hunt is the kind of hunt that the Department of Wildlife really likes. In fact, last year the local game warden was talking with me and he said, this is exactly the type of hunt they like, the type of hunt we're having, where the animals are coming down completely into their pasture areas, their haying areas, rather than going up in the hills, even though it's private land, and chasing them into the ranches. So this is really the design hunt. This is what they've designed this late cow season for.
Really, as much as anything, it's game conservation, it's game control. We're in essence harvesting a couple of elk that, again, you know, I mean, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. Colorado has an overabundance of elk, you know, and ranchers and things like that, they lose a lot of money when these big herds of elk, you know, 30, 50, 100 of them get into your hay bales and things like that. And that hay is designed to feed the cattle because it's a working ranch. So I can see why the Division of Wildlife, and I don't understand why they didn't give me a tag, you know, would be happy to see a few more, you know, elk put down for a dirt nap. So.
Well, and we've got some good glass too.
True, and you're going to need good glass, and we're going to be using. Nick is using his Swarovskis. We've got the new Steiner Predators, and these I believe are the 10 by 42s. Yeah, they are. And the Predator glass, if guys, he loves the Swarovski, and he said, you know, hey, you know, these should almost be made illegal. They're so good. But I got to tell you also, Steiner is no schlock either. Their stuff is really good, and it's got a special coating on it that. When you're looking into brush, and we're going to be hunting in a lot of cedar, sage, you know, a few aspens up there, you know, some snow covering, things like that. Everything on the Predators almost dulls out the background until you see an animal. So whatever that coating is almost picks up and alerts you to the fact there's an animal out there. And so we're going to put them to the test today. And again, we're in a big bowl, as you can see behind me, all of these hills. Any of these hills right now, probably the elk are sitting up there going, what are they doing down there? What are they doing down there? So we're going to kind of sign off, get ourselves into position, hope the elk have a short memory, and then be able to work this particular hay bale.
Equipment-wise, one thing we forgot. On this kind of long shooting, you do need to know your range. Because even the right guns, between 300 and 450 yards,
big difference.
You need to know. And we do have the Leica rangefinder.
Yep.
This is their Rangemaster 1200.
Out to 1,200
awesome
yards.
Piece of equipment.
Yes.
We've been out here testing it. It's just phenomenal.
It's kicks butt and takes names.
Well, and it's simple, girls. You know, one button. You know.
Yeah, no calibration.
No calibration.
You know, no on and off switches. I mean, it'll turn itself off.
No, and on the fly, it keeps showing you the changes in distance. Just hit the button again, and instantly you'll see it's 180 yards, 400 yards, 65 yards, 280.
And you don't have to keep hitting the button. You can just simply keep it moving.
It just keeps giving you distance.
It gives you a
wonderful
real
feature
time.
for what we're doing.
Real time. So good glass, good optics. You know, steady rest, good ammunition. You know, now all we need is a couple of good shots. And as we get into position, you know, we've got everything we need, except
where's the elk?
Where's the elk? Take a stand by, everybody. We're going to put everybody in position and hopefully fill a couple of tags.
Okay, Kathy, we've got them right there. There's 12 to 14 of them. If you look over to the right, there's 3 cows and a calf, and then they just get jumbled. Now watch out, there's one bull there. Remember, we got to take cows only. There's that small bull on the left-hand side. Let me take a look here. They are...
All I've got's one. Got its head down.
Yeah, the closest one is still 400 yards, and the furthest one's clear back there with the trees are around 500. But those right along that ridge, right there where it kind of drops off.
Okay.
That's right around the 400-yard mark.
Well, all I can see out of all of them is one. I can see a couple of backs, but...
Well, yeah, that's probably that group of 4 I'm looking at. You know, if you're sure it's a cow, take your shot.
Okay.
I'm spotting on them for you.
All right. It's a cow.
Okay.
She's got her head up.
You take her when you're ready.
All right, now, right along her back.
Now, yeah, at this range, even with your gun zeroed in high at 100 yards, what you want to do is lay the horizontal crosshair exactly on its back.
All right. I got her.
Okay, take it when you're ready.
Safety off.
No, they're moving. All 4 of them are still moving. Now they're headed. No, they dropped off toward the trees now.
No, she's down.
No, I think no, they didn't. None of them went down.
I'm telling you, I hit her, Nick. She's down.
Well, I'm watching. They're going right through the trees.
She didn't come up. Where are you looking?
I was looking at those 4 that I was pointing at. They're gone now.
See that? Okay, you always say mark your spot. See the light-colored rock straight out in front of us.
Straight.
See
the
tracks in the snow?
I was over to the right.
No, if I didn't see those, you're taller than I am. I couldn't see those until they started running off.
I'm going to watch them going up there, make sure nothing's wounded them.
Okay, let's go. I want to go check it out.
Okay, give them just a second. Let me see that last one go up. Okay, let's just keep our eyes on it.
Okay.
Let's go on up.
All right. Thanks, Browning, Bushnell, Winchester ammo, and Proas hunting gear for the real woman.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, darling.
You realize that shot was 404 yards.
404 yards.
One shot.
1 kill.
Yeah, absolutely. It walked about 10 feet.
I'm 3 for 3 now, so I'm pretty proud of myself. But you guys just didn't believe me. You know, I told you I got her, and I couldn't see the ones you were talking about. You know, you've got an advantage on me here. I saw 1 elk and I knew that was mine if it wasn't a bull. So,
well, I was just watching the wrong ones. You know, that was great though.
You know, you have a spotter working for you, and they weren't working for me. I was having to do my own stuff. So, but it was fun. It was great. Thank you for inviting us, and we had a great time. I even got to retrieve my bullet.
That is super. You don't do that very often.
No, so I'm pretty proud of that. Some good ammo. Thanks, Winchester. I'm pretty excited about that. I might have a new necklace after all.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's amazing, Kathy. Here we have 2 elk within just a few minutes of each other. That we each got one. Each of us with 1 shot.
Yours was a running shot.
Well, I know it was kind of running up that hill, and it was 471 yards when we ranged it in, and you know, I just held right on its nose, and so the bullet would lay right where it was supposed to be. And you know, that's the kind of hunting we always want. It's, you know,
well, it's good to have guys like you know, that have more experience than I do. I mean, you know, I've got three kills now, but you know, I lack the experience and the knowledge of how the bullet drops and all of that. So when you told me to put that hairline on her back, you know, I'm going to miss, but I listened. You know, I did what you told me to do, and that's the important part.
Well, you hit her right where you were supposed to. Just it wasn't the one I thought you were shooting at.
And the thing about it is when they retrieved this, when you guys retrieved this bullet, it hit her right where it was supposed to on the shoulder, but it went all the way through to the other side.
Yeah, it was sitting against the hide. It was actually sitting right against the hide on the other side.
On the other side.
That is exactly what they're supposed to do. That's the perfect shot.
Hear that? Perfect shot. So I got the big head, guys, but I'm having a great time, and now I've got meat in the freezer. We're going to do some cooking on the Wild Side shows. We're going to try some new recipes. I'll have to have you and Cindy down. We'll have us a cookout.
That'll be a lot of fun.
And Nick, you know, Deer Creek Village.
Oh yeah, lots starting at.
Yeah, lots starting at. So come on up and play a game of golf, and you can almost do it year round up here, you know, at Cedar Edge, and it's a really wonderful place. You know, I always say Gunnison is on the edge of paradise, but you guys are right there with us. So.
Isn't it this just beautiful today? Really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So we had a great hunt, and I want you guys to come back and join us for more hunts, more fun, and Kat Mattoon.
Nick Strezza for Rocky Mountain Television. Now all of you, come and join us.